It is Monday night, and we are live. In the Zone Racing brings you round number 3 of the Elite Performance Industries Late Model Shootout Series, the Canadian Legend Cars West 125 from Langley Motor Speedway. I am Jeff By Jr., joined by Bill Tomer in the broadcast booth. And Bill, we are headed to the smallest of the short tracks on iRacing, Langley Speedway, flat little racetrack, tiny place. We're going to take 28 drivers into the feature event, 45 vying for them as qualifying gets underway.
Qualifying already starting, Jeff, as Langley Speedway. Well, they threw us right into it, didn't they? They didn't give us any time.
Now we are jumping right into the action. 45 drivers going for 28 spots. 20 will lock in straight from qualifying right now underway. Wisconsin Wings and Walleyes qualifying. 5 bonus points, $5 to quick time. And then seeing some names already start to hit up on the board. Corey Bigley to the top of the board. 15.598 for Corey Bigley.
Watching Tyler Price go around right now. Corey Bigley still top of the board. Jonathan Sanford had a nice lap. Tyler Price jumps to P2. Peyton Howell goes P1.
And he gets bumped by Hugo Paquette. 15.503 for Hugo.
Just fire him off, car after car.
PJ Evans to second on the board, 15.556 for PJ. He gets bumped by Blake Neer, who goes P2. Chad Miller now P3. PJ Evans' second lap improves. He goes back to P2. Cole Carey to second on the board now, 15.521. Still Hugo Paquette at the top. Magnum Tate now third as he starts his second lap, 15.530 for Tate. Magnum not going to be able to improve on his second lap.
Trying to find cars on the racetrack. Ted Douglas there in the 117. Tyler Hudson now out in the 01 iRacing machine.
Jackson Lewis on track as well, looking for a fast lap out of Jackson. Still Paquette, Carey, Tate, your top 3 as it stands right now. Cody Kelly to the top of the board, 15.477 for Cody Kelly. First driver to hit a 15.4. Jackson Lewis going to run a 4, go second on the board, 15.495 for Jackson Lewis. So it's Cody Kelly, Jackson Lewis, Hugo Paquette, your top 3. Cole Carey, Magnum Tate in those bonus point paying positions. And Bill, I didn't see Alex McCollum's lap.
He went P9, Jeff.
So he's had a stranglehold on quick qualifiers this season. Not going to get it here. Cody Kelly going to pick up the Wisconsin Wings and Walleyes Quick Time Award.
Quickly, we will jump into tonight's B mains.
Yeah, head into the B main. So 20 drivers locked in from qualifying, and now we go into the A main. The last driver in on time was Caden Fisher. Now we're going into the B mains. We're going to take 4 from each of our 2 B mains tonight. These B mains will be 20 laps. Caution laps will not count, but they do have a strict time limit on these B mains. So 12 minutes only to get 20 laps in. We're just waiting on the rest of the field to grid here. We're waiting on the 0-1 machine.
A lot of really good cars in this B main field, Jeff. Just kind of looking at it.
Yeah, absolutely stacked B main.
Yeah, this one's tough. This is not a B main you want to be in because there are really fast cars in this B main.
And some of the fast guys are starting at the front, so it's not like you can even hold them off. You got to get around them. I'm still not seeing Tyler Hudson take the grid. There we go. So on the pole for B main number 1, the 11 of Blaze Brinkley. On the outside of him will be the 0-1 Tyler Hudson.
Starting third in the 88 machine, it is Kyle Meyer, and to his outside of the number 70, it's Dylan Canova.
Starting 5th will be the 18 of Tyler Price. On the outside of him, the ravishing one, the 81 Rick Rube.
JJ Chansey will roll off P7 in the number 2, and to his outside, Mr. Wisconsin Wings and Walleyes himself in the number 5, it's John Piette.
Starting 9th will be the 17 machine of Reagan Perrin. On the outside of him, in the familiar 212, it's Jonathan Sanford.
Aaron Abendroth rolls off P11, and didn't take the grid. The 49 car, Sean Hayes, doesn't look like he's going to run the B main.
Yeah, Sean, unfortunately part of the TP 3D penalty box this week, was here, but not able to take part due to a penalty. He's going to have to sit out a week, and he'll return next week. So 11 cars, top 4, moving on to the A main. So Blaze Brinkley, Tyler Hudson, Kyle Meyer, Dylan Canova going to start in those 4 transfer spots, and it is a slew of drivers behind them going to try to take those away. And Dylan Canova probably starting in the worst spot to start here, which is on the outside in that second row. He's going to need to find a way to the bottom of the racetrack as quickly as possible here. Green flag is out. Blaze Brinkley takes some racing. It was a late start for Blaze. He kind of kept the field bundled up behind him. That's going to allow Kyle Meyer to pull right alongside Tyler Hudson for second.
Kyle Meyer to the inside, going to look to try to take second away from Tyler Hudson. Tyler Hudson caught on the outside for the moment. Looks like he's going to try to drop down in front of Tyler Price and is able to do so. Now the battle is on for that last and final transfer spot. Dylan Canova on the outside, Tyler Price to the bottom.
Yeah, Canova just stuck on the outside, and it's a long way around here with no banking on this racetrack. The top side is a long way around. Josh Kosick going to now try to take a spot away from Canova. These two are battling side by side as Tyler Price has comfortably put himself in the 4th and final transfer spot.
Canova can't find his way down in the 70 car scene. Gets sideways off of turn number 2. Now Reagan Parent's going to look to the inside of the 17. Here comes Aaron Abendroth in the 65. Canova just cannot find his way to the bottom. Definitely not a place you want to start, Jeff, in a B main on the outside of row number 2. Now he is stuck on the outside. He's fallen all the way back to 8th. It looks like he's going to find his way in front of John Piet.
Yeah, finally gets down in line, but he has fallen all the way back into the 8th position. Now he's going to get spun here. Contact with the 5 of Piet. The 212 is involved as well. Caution get a wave here on lap 4 of this B main.
Let's take a look at that one. We watched it live. Why didn't I look down, Jeff? I didn't see it. But we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, center of the corner. He just got a shot there from the 5 machine. Piet just got into the back of Dylan and turns him around.
Just a tiny, tiny little bit. Not much contact there, but enough to turn the 70. Oh yeah, you can see that in that shot. And then Jonathan Sanford, innocent bystander in the 212, big damage on that car. Probably got the worst of the whole thing.
Yeah, Sanford came down pit road already, trying to repair some damage of that 212, but took a pretty good lick to the wall. The 70 of Canova going to rejoin. John Piet going to go to the rear for that contact. But that's going to reset the field here. Blaze Brinkley still out front. Kyle Meyer runs second. Tyler Hudson third. Now Tyler Price going to have to restart 4th, and we saw what happened with Canova there when he started 4th. Tyler Price going to need to find a way down in the line, and he's got some hungry drivers behind him. That's JJ Chansey and Reagan Parent, Aaron Abendroth. They're all out of a transfer spot right now. Shout out to Michael Kirchner on the Facebook chat. You can't wait to race tomorrow night, and that will be the County Road Custom Late Model Challenger Series in action here at Langley Speedway. Brett Suggs missing out again. Brett, for whatever reason, Brett's schedule is like the inverse of what we're racing. He had he was going to race last week, and we were off. So we got to sort our schedules out, Brett.
You know what? I think it's Brett's issue. It's not our issue, Jeff. I mean, he's racing real cars. What is he thinking?
Yeah, that is the ultimate time suck, isn't it?
Yeah, it truly is. But at least he's tuning in. So good to see Brett Suggs. I mean, it's fun to watch him in a race car. We did see him last Thursday night at South Boston with the Sarah Super Series. It's too bad you're not here tonight, Brett. But I mean, you'd probably be in the B mains anyway. I mean, let's be no I'm kidding. Good luck with the real car, Brett.
Wow. Lee Norton, hey now. A pace car going to head off the racetrack. Blaze Brinkley going to take us green flag racing once again. Blaze got a fantastic restart. That's going to help out Kyle Meyer as he gets right to the bottom. Tyler Hudson clears Tyler Price. Here comes Reagan Parent. He is looking for that 4th and final transfer.
Reagan Parent up the inside of Tyler Price. Price in that spot you don't want to be in, starting 4th on the restart. Just cannot find his way down on the outside. Just has no no speed, and now Price is going to get hit from Aaron Abendroth. He tried to get in line. There was no room there. And the yellow will be back out again. That's just a driver trying to find his way in the line and just no room.
Yeah, you could see a small gap opened up, and it wasn't enough for a full car. And Tyler tried to come from the top to the bottom, and nothing Aaron Abendroth could do. He's there.
I mean, Tyler's driving a Camaro body. Probably needed a Cavalier on that one to fit in that hole. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe a smart car. I mean,
Chevy,
there was not
Chevy
much of a
Spark,
hole there.
a little Chevy
Yeah.
Spark would have gotten in there maybe. And then Canova gets in there. Can't really. I don't know what Canova could see. That was tough. Canova gets back into the 65. See that piling in there. He's really low. Price going to be on the grass. Not the place you want to be.
Well, Price going to go to the rear of the field for causing that incident. He's going to be joined by Aaron Abendroth.
Ugh, that's tough for Price. He had made his way into the transfer position.
And that 4 starting spot in these B mains is
now it's
brutal.
Reagan Parent's job. Reagan Parent has to find his way down.
And he's going to have JJ Chansey, and now Dylan Canova has clawed his way all the way back up into the 6th spot.
You're never out, man. You never know.
Yeah, Canova had just gotten spun out from 8th just a few laps ago. He's already back up to 6th. His trouble is struck in front of them. Field going to get doubled back up and ready to go here.
Watch that Reagan Parent battle. He's still to the outside. Here comes Dylan Canova to the inside. Parent going to try to find his way, and they make contact it down into turn number 3. Now Canova all the way down on the apron. Parent doing everything he can on the high side.
Blaze Brinkley out front. Kyle Myers second. Tyler Hudson third. Dylan Canova trying to take back the transfer position.
Canova does it, gets into 4th. Here comes Reagan Parent with a crossover. That was a move right there. Now Canova's going to be to the outside. Reagan Parent to the bottom. They'll battle side by side in the back straightaway.
Great move from Reagan Parent to try to take this spot back. And now here comes JJ Chansey. Dylan Canova going to not have a chance in line. He won't be able to cross over Reagan Parent because Chansey is there to his inside. And now they're going to door slam each other in turn 1.
Big door slam through 1 and 2 as Chansey got up the hill just a little bit. Now Canova sliding the 70 car down the back straightaway. There goes Rick Rube in the 81. Move Rube up to 6th. He has work to do. Reagan Parent now sitting pretty in the 4th position.
Dylan Canova having an up and down race. He is already back into the 7th position. Now needs to get on the horse and start riding forward right now. It's all Blaze Brinkley out front, leads this B main. Kyle Meyer is under attack from Tyler Hudson for that 2nd spot. Reagan Parent trying the apron there, got a little tight off corner exit. I might open up the door for JJ Chansey to gain.
JJ Chansey trying to stalk the 17 of Reagan Parent. They look like they're very equal. Chansey really not able to gain a tremendous amount of ground on the 17 car. Now you can see Reagan Parent getting away from JJ Chansey just a little bit. Chansey watching his hopes to make tonight's A main starting to fade away as that 17 car starts to lose touch with him.
Battle for second as Tyler Hudson goes around Kyle Meyer. Meyer going to just slot back in line, let the faster car go. So move Kyle Meyer back to 3rd. Reagan Parent still holds on to that 4th and final transfer spot. So we see 5 to go this time. Caution is out for John Piette, who's gone around on the front straightaway.
Ooh, that is not what Reagan Parent wanted to see.
Looked like Aaron Abendroth was on the apron, was trying to set up the 5 car. Jean-Pierre got a little loose, maybe just didn't have the corner speed that the 65 expected, and when Aaron came back up on the racetrack, he kind of just swiped the 5 there.
Well, that was unfortunate. That looked like John just got a little bit loose. then Aaron was the what I guess that's the only way to pass at this place. Maybe get down on the apron, see what you can do.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, John got a little sideways. Maybe his corner exit wasn't as fast as the 65 expected, but John's on the racetrack. The 65 is not, so it's his job to come back on the racetrack and not take somebody out. And unfortunately, the 5 was there and he wasn't expecting it, so that is going to set us up for a late restart here.
And of course, like I said, it is not what Reagan Parent was looking for. He's going to have to defend that 4th position. He was feeling pretty comfortable about it. Now JJ Chansey feeling like he's got a shot at making it into the A main.
Yeah, Chansey has an opportunity here. It's going to be up to Reagan Parent to try to hold him off, but Chansey really sitting in the best spot in the house right now, in that 5th spot on the inside line. They're going to double them up here. Actually, might be a single file restart because we are over the time limit. So this is going to bail Reagan Parent out here.
Oh, he's got to be thinking, yes, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is the best break Reagan Parent could have seen right there. Is we are over the time limit. We are going to go single file restart. Final chance at this B main. Pace car going to head off the racetrack. Blaze Brinkley going to take us green flag racing once again.
We'll try to stay close to this Reagan Parent battle. It's down into turn number 1. Everybody goes single file. A couple cars running different lines. Now Reagan Parent's going to get a shot from, and he's going to get turned by JJ Chansey through 1 and 2. They stacked up just a little bit. Reagan Parent goes around in the 17 car. The yellow didn't come out, Jeff.
No, it did not. And Reagan Parent goes around. JJ Chansey lost a spot to Rick Rube. So move Rube into the 4th spot as Reagan Parent still on the racetrack. Going to cause a caution here. And I think that's probably going to end our race.
Yellow is out. Barney has the yellow out. We watched Reagan Parent go around. He sat on the back straightaway for a while, and the cars finally came by. There was, I guess he had cleared enough that they didn't, the flagman didn't throw the yellow while he had slid down to the back of the back straightaway, but didn't want to pull out in front of the field.
Yeah, and Reagan was, on the racetrack there a bit. And, interesting situation now, because technically the 17 did bring out the caution, so the 2 possibly at fault at this caution.
Let's see if we can get you a replay of that one. I think Reagan Parent is fairly upset by this thing. Unfortunately. Seemed like a little bit of a stack up on that restart, Jeff.
And I think this is going to end it here under caution. We're seeing a checkered flag. So the 11 of Blaze Brinkley going to move on. Tyler Hudson, Kyle Meyer, and Rick Rube.
Well, that got interesting at the end. Rick Rube finding his way into tonight's A main where it looked like he was out.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't in a spot where he was going to transfer, and then things kind of just opened up for him. All right, that's going to take us straight into B main number 2. Michael Pressgraves here. Saying let's go as we head into B main number 2. 4 drivers going to move on from this B main. And Jonathan, or actually Matt Barkhouse, not going to make the call. So Elliot Carlson going to start on the front row in the 09 machine. On the outside of him, you're going to move up to Cameron Hamilton in the number 10 car.
Well, that's going to make things confusing. So starting third is going to be the 28 of Corey Bigley. And then to his outside, I believe, will be the 16 car, Dustin Momberquette.
The 91 machine, Dylan Bates, will start 5th. On the outside of him will be the 25 of Devin Rogers.
Eric Tracy will roll off 7th in the 66 car. And on his outside will be the 117 of Tad Douglas.
So now we go back to, let's see, AJ Rogers. Did you do AJ Rogers?
AJ Rogers will start ninth, and to his outside, it looks like it's supposed to be Bladen Edwards, but he also did not make the call. So last car on the racetrack will be the 9 of Caleb Hall.
All right. Well, we got that sorted out. That was confusing. As two drivers did not make the grid, and they kind of messed up our lineup there. But
talk to them
we've
about
got
that deal. That gets really confusing for us.
We got this one sorted out. Pace car going to head off the racetrack. Elliott Carlson, Cam Hamilton on the front row. Got Corey Bigley, Dustin Monmarquette in those transfer spots behind them. We are Green Flag Racing. Elliott got a fantastic restart. Who didn't get a great restart was Corey Bigley, and he was getting pushed by the 91 of Dylan Bates as Bates was trying to get the 28 machine to move.
Big battle down the back straightaway. Cameron Hamilton stuck on the outside in that 10 car. Dylan Bates up the inside. They'll battle side by side. That's a battle for third. Cameron Hamilton needs to find his way down to the bottom, or else he's going to be in that danger zone where we've seen a lot of cars fall back, where we've seen the cars fall back that are caught on the outside, and here it is. Eric Tracy going to look to the inside in turn 3.
Corey Bigley going for the lead as Elliott Carlson's up the racetrack. Here comes Dylan Bates. Now Elliott Carlson is at risk. He is stuck on the outside line. Here comes Eric Tracy looking for third.
Wow, a lot of racing happening in this B main. Elliott Carlson stuck on the outside. Now Cameron Hamilton stuck behind Elliott Carlson. Here comes Dustin Monmarquette up the inside. Again, Jeff, these B mains, I mean, I guess it's just this series, but man, is this loaded.
Yeah, Dustin Monmarquette looking for the fourth and final transfer spot. And Elliott Carlson's gone from the lead to now out of the transfer. Here comes AJ Rogers. He's trying to take away fifth.
AJ Rogers in the 17. He's going to look for fifth on Elliott Carlson. Elliott Carlson caught in the sucker hole on the outside. Cameron Hamilton fell all the way back. He's running 8th now in the 10. Now Elliott Carlson stuck on the outside. Here comes Caleb Hall to the inside. You just don't want to be on the outside of Langley. It is not the place to be.
Caleb Hall, a late entry today. I don't even think he got a qualifying lap. He joined late. He started from the rear of the field. He is on the move. He is up to 6th, but he needs 2 more spots, and he's got AJ Rogers between him and those transfer positions. He's going to bump AJ out of the way a little bit there.
AJ gets a little bit of a shot, but still, these guys need to make up some ground. Dustin Monmarquette looking on the back of Eric Tracy. That'll be a battle for third. Monmarquette not able to make the move just yet, but we're watching this. And now Hall going to get into AJ Rogers again. Rogers sliding off of turn 4. What a save. AJ Rogers doing some wheeling in the 17 car, but Caleb Hall able to make the move. I'm sure AJ Rogers is not happy. Let's watch this go into 3.
Yeah, AJ tried to get back to the rear bumper of the 9 machine, wasn't able to do it. Now Cam Hamilton is there, and AJ's going to lose that spot. Oh, and Tad Douglas is going around off the front bumper of the 96 of Devin Rogers off turn 4. That's going to get us a caution and stack things back up.
Actually, Jeff, that's the 25 of Devin Rogers.
You're right. That is the 25. I'm seeing the Sarah paint scheme.
So a lot of stuff happening in this B main. Boy, the guy on the move, though, Caleb Hall, he is on fire right now, and now he's sitting 5th. And we've got one of those restarts we were talking about. He's got a shot at making this A main.
Yeah, just looking back at that caution, it looked like the 117 of Tad Douglas got real sideways coming off turn 4. And basically almost kind of parked it in front of the 25 on exit.
I think we can see the nose of the 25 dive as he hit the brakes.
Yeah, he definitely tried to slow it down. It happened so quickly in front of him.
Corey Bigley, your leader at the moment. Dylan Bates running 2nd. Eric Tracy running 3rd. Dustin Monmarquette in the 116. He's running 4th. Actually, make that 16. Right there. There you got Caleb Hall in the 9. And Cameron Hamilton, who was one of the top qualifiers in this B main event. Got caught on the outside, so he's got work to do. Again, Jeff, these races, good gracious.
Yeah, absolutely stacked. I mean, we've got winners, late model shootout series winners in this race with Dylan Bates and Dustin Monmarquette. Caleb Hall, a Challenger Series champion, finished top 3 in the first race of the season. He finds himself in a B main. It's just, it is insane. It is a very, very stacked field. Pace car lights are off. We're going to double them up. And That's going to put Dustin Marquette in the worst spot, which is 4th, and he's got Caleb Hall, who is charging through the field before that caution.
You got Caleb Hall, Cameron Hamilton, AJ Rogers is a fast driver. I mean, never mind. Everybody's a fast driver. These are just so stacked on Monday nights. But Corey Bigley going to handle the restart duties. Let's see what kind of jump Bigley can find.
Pace car going to head off the racetrack. Corey Bigley with Dylan Bates alongside on the front row. Bigley is off and away. And looked like Dustin Marquette did not get a great restart. Maybe missed a shift or something. He was well behind the 9 there as they hit the start-finish line. And now he is really under fire here as he's going to lose this 4th spot possibly.
A lot of interesting stuff happening. 2 teammates side by side, Eric Tracy, and actually make that Eric Tracy is no longer on that team. So that is 2 guys fighting that used to be teammates. And that's Dylan Bates to the high side running for 2nd. He's going to try to, and now Dustin Marquette just had an issue off of turn 2. Might have made some contact with Caleb Hall, or the car got a little loose on him. Now he's really stuck on the outside. So Marquette, like you said, Jeff, he's won in this series before. He's got problems as he's falling back through the field.
Yeah, he lost the spot to Cam Hamilton. Now Elliott Carlson going around as Devin Rogers gets together with the 09. That'll bring out a caution.
Those are teammates, Jeff. That's not
Yeah,
good.
the Revelry Racing boys getting together there. It looked like Devin maybe just kind of missed turn 1 a bit. Got in pretty hot.
I think Elliott had to check up a tick also for Marquette, who had slid back in line. But yeah, Devin Rogers just gets in a little bit hot. A little bit hot. You think he yelled coming in hot, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, yeah, Elliott, it's a combination of the 2, but
yeah.
It's kind of a C-car don't hit car situation there.
We haven't been able to sing it tonight, Jeff.
No.
We don't want to, right? We don't really want to. Singing means yellows.
Well, this is going to give an opportunity to Dustin Marquette because he had fallen all the way back into the 7th position, and it's going to bunch everybody back up, give him the preferred groove on the inside. But now Caleb Hall, he's going to have to start 4th here. Well, Bill, looks like we're going to be single file here.
Did we hit time limit again?
No, we are not over the time limit. I think because they didn't complete a lap, possibly. I'm not sure. But iRacing's telling us single file, so we're going to go single file. Pace car going to head off the racetrack with Corey Bigley, Eric Tracy, Dylan Bates, and the 9 of Caleb Hall here.
Bigley looks at it into turn 1. He gets a nice jump over Eric Tracy, so Bigley looking good in the 28 car. Nice little gap on Tracy down the back straightaway. Single file throughout the field. Nobody battling anybody yet. Marquette needs to get on his horse if he wants to make this A main. Cameron Hamilton as well. He's right there. AJ Rogers just took a peek on Caleb Hall. Wasn't able to make the move, and everybody stacks up behind him. Running out of time. 4 of these drivers will make the A main. You see those 3 in the back there? Sideways right now as Cameron Hamilton looks under AJ Rogers. These guys aren't going to make it. They don't get ahead of that 9 car.
Yeah, unfortunately, this battling's letting Caleb Hall get away, so Cam Hamilton trying to get to 5th. Remember, B-main points matter, as we do have a B-main championship going on, so Cam Hamilton, he might be thinking points, but right now it's costing him a chance at the transfer, as Dustin Marquette will get around AJ Rogers as well. Dustin Marquette needs to get moving, as Caleb Hall has now extended that gap to about 5-6 car lanes.
These are 2 fast drivers, Jeff. The 10 and the 16 having issues tonight, finding their way into the A main at Langley. Time is running out on these drivers. You can see it's about a 3-car length advantage for Caleb Hall running 4th. Cameron Hamilton trying to run him down.
Yeah, they are stacked up top 4, and now Caleb Hall got big time sideways off turn 4. That's going to allow the 10 to maybe close up, as he is under fire from Dustin Marquette, who is right there as well. And this is starting to heat up because they are closing up on Corey Bigley. Everybody's going to stack up nose to tail when we get to about 1 to go.
Still really no challenge for that 4th position, however, Jeff, is Cameron Hamilton he cannot make up that about a 1-car length gap, and it's kind of a buffer for Caleb Hall right now, but Hall slips again off of turn number 4. He's losing touch with the 91 of Dylan Bates. Here comes Cameron Hamilton.
Yeah, this is the white flag lap out right now for the 28 of Corey Bigley. They are coming back to the checkered flag. Corey Bigley going to win this B main. Caleb Hall will hold on for the final transfer.
Wow. The drivers that did not make the field tonight in the A main, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely unreal field. I mean, what do you expect? We got 45 drivers here, 45 of the best, and we're only taking 28 into the feature event. I mean, it is a absolute task just to make the A mains. Well, Bill, we had our final 2-minute break here, a warm-up session for the A main guys. Those guys who had to sit through the B mains, not doing nothing, they get it back on the racetrack and just get a couple hot laps. And then we're going to get set to go racing for the Canadian Legend Cars 125. And we should talk about some of our sponsors, of course, Wisconsin Weens and Walleyes, presenter of our Fast Time Award. TP3D that presented our penalty box this week. And, of course, I'm going to have to pull up our sheet. I'm totally blanking on our hard charger. I believe it's the
Adobe Mountain Speedway.
Yeah, Adobe Mountain Speedway Hard Charger Award. And then, of course, our SD Ireland Cancer Research Fund Clean Driver of the Race Award. Any drivers that finish this race with 0 incidents will get entered into our $20 end-of-season drawing. So plenty of bonuses and awards to be handed out after tonight's race. Hugo Paquette onto the racetrack.
Gonna start 30 in this one. I make that 28, Jeff. 28 cars
28,
in this race. I think that's enough for Langley.
So invert tonight was 6. So moved Cody Kelly, our quick time award winner, back to the 3rd row. And obviously, this is a car where, starting position isn't as important. We're seeing guys intentionally drop back in the field. But, man, Langley, I just don't know how much you're going to be able to save here and get through, into a situation where you're behind the 8 ball here. Do you want to go to the rear of the field or even in the middle of this field? Or do you want to just get out front and run out front?
I think you have to be very careful. I think you hit the nail on the head. You have to be very careful falling through this field because it is going to be very difficult to make your way back through. I mean, it is just a tough place to pass. So well, it's going to be very interesting. I would not want to be, and I'm not obviously one of the guys that would be any good doing what they have to do tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But on the pole for tonight's Canadian Legend Cars West 125, the number 12 of PJ Evans. This is actually his 2nd time hitting the invert this season, or he'll start on the pole. On the outside of him, one of the late model racers from the Carolinas, the number 5 of Magnum Tate.
Cole Cabry is going to roll off P3 and the number 54 into his outside. In the number 33 machine, it's Hugo Paquette.
Starting 5th tonight will be the number 7 of Jackson Lewis, and he's not quite gritting up just yet. There he goes. The number 75, your quick qualifier, the Wisconsin Weens and Walleyes Quick Time Award, goes to the 75 of Cody Kelly, who will start 6th.
Starting 7th in the number 11 machine, a former Icebreaker 200 champion. It is Blake Meir, and to his outside in the 46 car, that's Chad Miller.
And this driver sitting in our points battle in the top 3, the number 1 of Alex McCollum, going to miss the grid. He had a disconnect issue right before the start, going to miss the start of this race. Kelsey Rogers will roll off 10th in the 34 machine.
Josh Cottle scheduled to start P11 in the number 13 and to his outside in the number 67. Starting 12th, Aaron Clemens.
Starting 13th tonight in the number 52 car, it's Baby Shark Peyton Howell on the outside of him. And the number 2, it's Josh Cossack.
You just can't do it. Starting 15th in the 55, it's Josh Parrish. And to his outside in the number 112, that's Del Mears.
Starting 17th in the 32 car, it's Trevor Edwards on the outside of him. In the 71, it's Uncle Pete, Peter Fisher.
Zach Oden's going to roll off P19 in the 31 car and to his outside. They call him the Tropical Storm. It's the number 18, Caden Fisher.
Starting 21st, one of your B-Main winners, it's Blaze Brinkley on the outside of him. The winner of B-Main number 2, it's Corey Bigley.
Tyler Hudson rolls off P23 in the 01 car. Starting to his outside, starting 24th in the 66, it's Eric Tracy.
Starting 25th tonight in the 88 machine will be Kyle Meyer on the outside of him. In the 91, it's Dylan Bates.
The ravishing one will roll off 27 position in that 81 car. It's Rick Rubin to his outside. Final transfer from the B mains in the 9, Caleb Hall.
Here we go, 28 cars strong for 125 laps at Langley, and we'll keep an eye on Alex McCollum if he's able to join this thing and get going. I believe he is back in the server, so he'll start from pit road. He's going to have to get on the racetrack very, very quickly not to lose a lap, but we'll keep an eye on that situation because Alex McCollum came into the night in the top 3 in points, I believe. Actually, make that 6th in points. He came in 6th in points tonight. Cody Kelly, your points leader, he is going for 4 in a row tonight. If you count our non-points event, he'd be going for 4 in a row, 3 in our points series. He is having an unbelievable run so far.
That's just silly.
And we should mention Dustin Marquette, who did not make the field out of B main number 2, 2nd in points. So he's going to officially be scored 29th points tonight. Everybody that doesn't transfer gets 29th points, but that is a big hit for Dustin Marquette, who was in that championship battle.
Remember, it's all about getting into the playoffs, Jeff. Not always about winning the regular season championship. We're going to take another lap. We'll take it. Apparently, the pace car wants to lead a lot of laps tonight.
Yeah, we added some extra pace laps for the driver introductions, but we got through them pretty quickly. So maybe we went one too long.
I mean, it happens. It's okay. Just look at race cars rolling around, and they are good-looking race cars. I'll tell you what. Except for maybe Hugo Paquette's car. Somebody needs to. Hugo paints cars, but no excuse for the black number 33.
Got the all-black car right now, but not the familiar blues and oranges we're used to from Hugo. As the pace car heads off the racetrack, PJ Evans, Magnum Tate on the front row. We are green flag racing for the Canadian Legend Cars West 125.
Down into turns 1 and 2. Magnum Tate doing a nice job on the outside. He's going to find his way in line. Looks like Cole Cabrey might have given him a break there in the 54. Of course, Jeff, the tire saving may have already started.
Well, Alex McCollum did make it on the racetrack. I'm not sure what happened to the 01 of Tyler Hudson. He is still sitting on pit road, so it looks like he's possibly not going to take part in this race. PJ Evans out front. Magnum Tate runs 2nd. 3rd place right now, Cole Cabrey was under fire from Jackson Lewis. And the 11 of Blake Neer into the top 5. Here comes Jinx in the 13 machine. Josh Cottle up to the 6th spot.
A lot of stuff happening throughout the middle of this field. Baby Shark's in there in the 52 car. I can't do it, Jeff. I can't. Makes me laugh every time.
34, Kelsey Rogers going around in turn 1. He holds on to it. He's down in the grass, still trying to save that car. Everybody taking evasive action. We're going to stay green flag racing.
You see him bouncing through the bumps there? Hopefully that car's okay.
It. Yeah. And the guy who probably wanted to see that yellow was Alex McCollum, who is just a few car lengths ahead of your leader, PJ Evans, possibly going to go a lap down here if he doesn't catch a quick yellow. But PJ Evans, Magnum Tate out front. Cole Cabrey runs 3rd. Jackson Lewis 4th. Blake Neer runs 5th. Josh Cottle, Peyton Howell. Aaron Clemens up into the 7th position, 8th position.
Trevor Edwards just made it. Oh, now we got a car around. Josh Kossick just got smashed around.
That was Josh Parrish that got into the back of him. Kossick ends up spinning, collects the 31 of Zach Onan. And there's the caution that Alex McCollum needed. You see him go by.
That was just it was a violent hit. I don't know what happened with Josh Parrish there, or Kossick had to check up. Oh, he gets into the back of Chad Miller in the 46. That stops him, and then Parrish gets it wasn't even Parrish. It was a different car.
It was Trevor Edwards,
yeah, Trevor
the 32
Edwards.
machine.
But Miller, Kossick just got into the back of him. It's not really. Parrish, unfortunately, gets caught in it. Onan gets a little bit of left front damage in the 31. Yeah, it was just a hard checkup there. And Kossick didn't check up. Not a whole lot that Onan can do.
Yeah, Onan came down pit road to repair some damage there. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be too bad a shape.
Still got some left front damage on the 31 car. Looks like he's going to take it back to pit road. You can see he's staying on the apron. There's not a lot of time to fix damage. 28 car field here at Langley. You probably have about 10 seconds to get some damage fixed on your car, and own it in an interesting pit road location. He's in the first stall, so that hopefully the crew can pull some of that left front out. But you can see no time. Just has to sit there for about 7 seconds to get as much as he can fixed.
Well, looking at the chat, we haven't been keeping up too well, but Michaela here cheering for Baby Shark, Peyton Howell in the 52.
I can't do it. I just can't.
By in the house cheering for Blake Neer.
We got to stop with that. That can't be a nickname we use.
that one came courtesy of Bladen Edwards. That was Bladen's nickname for the 52.
I'll only do it if you sing the song, Jeff.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
So PJ Evans continuing to lead in that number 12 car. Magnum Tate did a great job on that initial start, dropping down into second place. He'll be still running there. Jeff, third place is a car you sponsor in the Jeff by Junior Art Machine number 54.
That's Cole Cabry.
Cole Cabry. Jackson Lewis running fourth in the 7. Blake Neer in the 11. Good to see Blake back. We hadn't had Blake around for a few seasons. Probably didn't like the super late model. Something was going on there. But now late model stock. Blake's back in that 11 car. On his outside. Jinx. That's a better nickname, Jeff. Better than Baby Shark, I'll tell you what. But Jinx, he's running there in the 13.
Well, here we go. Pace car going to head off the racetrack. We are doubled up. PJ Evans has control of this restart with Magnum Tate on the outside, and PJ is off and away. Tate got a fantastic restart. Looks like he'll get down right in front of Cole Cabry. So top three going to try to get single file as Jackson Lewis is under fire from Blake Neer. 3 wide behind them with the 167. That's Aaron Plemons up the middle.
Josh Cottle had to go way up the racetrack. He's still there. Chad Miller saying, nah, I don't need it. It's way too early for anything like that. Lap 13. So he backs out, and now Cottle's going to find his way to the bottom. How fortunate for the 13 car.
Cottle now going to try to take that spot back from Aaron Plemons.
Trouble. Caden Fisher's around in the back. Oh, big wreck off of turn 4. Uncle Pete involved as well.
Both Fishers get collected. I see Eric Tracy involved. Zach Oden got turned around there. The 28, Corey Bigley involved. A lot of damage to the 28 machine. Corey Bigley took a pretty good hit there.
This is not what I expected from Langley. This is, we might have... Oh, this might be a family issue.
Looks like the 91. Dylan Bates got in the back of him and then absolutely took a shot to the outside wall.
Oh, and that was Corey Bigley, one of your B main winners. But Dylan Bates gets in the back of the 18. I'm not sure what happened there. That seemed like Dylan closed the gap pretty quickly, doesn't it? Caden's way up the racetrack. Dylan just did not get off the gas enough, and then some good cars get collected in that one. Zach Oden, unfortunately for the 31 car, he's collected in that one again. See him coming late. Alex McCollum. Alex McCollum went through there as well. You know, Jeff, sometimes you got to be good and lucky. And Alex McCollum might be a little bit of both right here. He is right in the middle of all that and just gets a little bit of Rick Rube as the seas parted in front of him. Rick Rube did a nice job there as well. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I think Dylan Bates going to get charged with that one. Just got in the back of the 18. That's a C-car, don't hit car situation. I know everybody's a little off the pace right there, but you just got to be aware of what's going on.
We don't know, Jeff. We don't know. We haven't done this in a while, but it just seems like there's a lot of cars just accordion really bad.
Yeah.
And they haven't figured out that happens yet.
Well, it's week number 3. 4 races we've had in this. You gotta have a feel for it right now, and unfortunately that wiped out a lot of good cars at the back of the field. Caden Fisher, I'm pretty sure the 91 car is severely hurt. The way he hit the wall, it looked like Corey Bigley's got a ton of damage, and he was showing pretty good pace in the B main. So I think Corey was gonna have a pretty decent run tonight as well. This is the type of racetrack, too, I would have expected Dylan Bates to really like. He's really good at the little tiny racetracks, and unfortunately didn't have the qualifying effort, got back in the field, and it just took a big hit to the wall.
I think Dylan likes them even smaller than this. He is like the quarter-mile master.
The Irwindale Inners and the Nashville Mini Oval. And
yes, his ability to drive those racetracks is pretty remarkable, to be honest. Where he goes from a top 10 car to just dominant. It's pretty wild. Dylan just knows how to get around those smaller tracks.
Well, shout out in the chat, Bladen Edwards, who says Baby Shark is better than Jinx, and Brooklyn here cheering for Peyton Howell, who's now up into the 5th position as we get set to go back green. PJ Evans, Magnum Tate on that front row. Late start, and that kind of stacked up the field a bit, and we're going to have a caution here as I think somebody might have went around, or
Kelsey Rogers was involved in the 34. I saw Peter Fisher is off the pace.
I think what happened, Kelsey was trying to get out of the pits. He came to a stop, and it triggered a caution.
We'll give you the replay of that one, everyone, so we can confirm. Aw, come on. Not on Kelsey. The iRacing, do better. Sorry. Here you go, everyone. Here's Kelsey Rogers, stops at the line. Yeah, I don't see anything else there, Jeff.
Yeah, just Kelsey's trying to get out. He did the right thing, which was stop before he pulled out in front of the field.
There was a car. There was a car that we had. Chad Miller. Chad Miller spun off of turn 4. I think he got hit by Blaze Brinkley.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, now I see the situation there. So it looked like the field stacked up. Chad got into the back of the 13, and then he basically had to stop, and that just stacked up everybody.
And Chad is parked with the 46 car. No damage on the 46, just said, I don't want to have to drive through the field. And that was it for him. So 24 laps into this race, and it has been a rough one.
Yeah, that was a interesting start there to this one. Last week we saw it where things were, well, we're going to get a single file because they did not complete a lap there. So single file restart this time. Hopefully this is going to spread the field out a little bit.
Having a little trouble in the Brett Suggs Racing and Marketing restart zone this week. Trying to figure out where exactly that is here at Langley.
Well, here we go. Brett Suggs Racing and Marketing, the BSRM restart zone, the 12. PJ Evans, he's going to go a little bit earlier. That's going to help the field spread out nice and well here as Magnum Tate, Cole Cabry, Blake Neer, Cody Kelly into the top 5 now. Peyton Howell runs 6th with Aaron Plemons, Jackson Lewis, Trevor Edwards 9th, and Josh Cottle into the top 10.
Everybody pretty well single file still throughout the field.
First battle on the racetracks is Caden Fisher going around Rick Rube, and that is a battle for the 17th position. Alex McCollum is up to 16th. Now we got Aaron Plemons and Peyton Howell battling. This is a battle for the 6th spot, as it looks like Plemons is going to get it. Now Jackson Lewis is there. If Peyton can't get down, he will down the back straightaway.
Single file restart, Jeff. Maybe that gives us an opportunity to do some racing here. It's interesting, you watch these cars go through the corners, how much they accordion with each other, even when they're not really putting a tremendous amount of pressure on each other. They just get so close. Caleb Hall looking to get around Blaze Brinkley, some pressure on the 11 car. That's a battle for 12.
Yeah, and Caleb Hall, early contender for that Adobe Mountain Speedway Hard Charger Award, started 28th. He is now 13th behind Blaze Brinkley. So he is on the move. Trevor Edwards started 17th. He is up to 9th. So some drivers moving to the front. And Bill, I got to tell you, I don't see a lot of people saving right now. You're not seeing people slide through the field because you do not want to get back in the field here. And we're seeing it. You're going to save tires, but you're going to go to the front doing it.
Yeah, they're going hard right now for sure. These guys not messing around. Jackson Lewis going to look to the inside of Baby Shark. Peyton Howell. Can't do it. Can't do it.
See, I felt like you're
I'm just
starting to feel
call him that
comfortable
from
with
now
it.
on. It's not going to be Peyton Howell anymore. It's just going to be Baby Shark.
Well, here we go. The 75. I'm watching Cody Kelly, and I feel like he's kind of the guy I'm watching to see what the strategy call might be, and he is definitely not sliding through the field like we've seen him do in previous weeks. He is up to the 5th spot. He has gained 1 position. He seems like he's in a comfortable spot right now, not putting a lot of pressure on Blake Neer, but definitely not trying to go back, as now Aaron Plemons going to look underneath the 75. Will Cody defend, and they're going to maybe get together.
That's close.
That's our points leader in the 75 machine there, is Aaron Plemons trying to get around Cody Kelly. Kelly going to defend. Now he's going to start putting pressure on Blake Neer. I think he decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to either get passed or I got to pass somebody.
Cody Kelly's on fire right now, Jeff. He's won every race we've run in the late model stock, and this weekend at Florence Motor Speedway in a real late model stock, he took 2 40 lappers there, won both races. So Cody Kelly really on fire right now in that 75 car.
Well, I think I heard from you that Casey, his brother, also won a race, right?
His brother, I believe, well, they basically both won every race they were in. So I believe Casey won the 2 Truck Series races. I did not watch them. I watched both late model stock races. But Cody Kelly was just on fire. He was unbeatable in those races, and it was a good field of cars, too.
Well, PJ Evans is out front, and he's got Magnum Tate just absolutely stalking the 12 machine. And these two have kind of put a gap on the 54. Cole Cabrey, who runs 3rd. And the rest of the field is stacked up behind Cabrey right now. So your top 2 trying to break away. The rest of the field lined up nose to tail. Caleb Hall has gotten around Blaze Brinkley, and that moves Caleb Hall up into the 12th spot behind Josh Parrish. So, again, Caleb Hall started 28th tonight on the move. It looks like Kyle Meyer making a pass as Hugo Paquette's going to lose spots now. Josh Kosick and Hugo get together. Caution's going to wave. That's the 2nd time Kosick's been around tonight.
That initial view of that, Jeff, it looks like Kosick just came off the corner and didn't give Hugo. Well, we'll look. We'll take a look.
Yeah, it looked like Kosick thought maybe he was going to be clear. Like, Hugo was so far up the racetrack letting the field go there.
Yeah,
And Kosick just
came
cut it a little close there.
And we're going to look at it for first time tonight from the Stinger Motorsports chopper cam. There you can see it. You go up the racetrack. The 2 just comes across the nose, ends up backwards. Unfortunately for Kosick. Oh, it looks like we have 2 choppers above the track. They jump from one to the other.
Yeah, the fleet, the Stinger Motorsports fleet.
They're just spare no expense there at Stinger Motorsports. They're just giving us all, got the Air Force above us at this point.
I believe Frank, so I was talking to Frank about the Stinger Motorsports, and he wanted to sponsor the chopper cam because he used to be a mechanic on the Apache helicopters.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's very cool.
Peter Fisher going to pick up a lucky dog here, be back on the lead lap in the 25th spot. We do have 2 cars out of this race. Tyler Hudson and Chad Miller going to finish 27th and 28th. Kelsey Rogers runs 26th. He is 3 laps down, repairing some more damage. I see Rick Rube coming in on pit road, repair some damage. Josh Kosick on pit road as well. So again, big movers in this field right now. The 12 or the 167 of Aaron Plemons started 12th, but is running 6th right now. Peyton Howell started 13th, running 7th. Trevor Edwards started 17th. He is running 9th. Caleb Hall started 28th. He is up to 12th. Kyle Meyer, or actually Blaze Brinkley started 21st, up to 13th. Kyle Meyer started 25th, up to 14th. And of course, Alex McCollum, who ended up starting from pit road, he is currently running 15th position. So Brandon in the chat saying that Cody won all 4 races.
That's really wow. Okay, then.
That's unreal.
He was obviously very tired and very happy afterwards.
Well, pace car lights are out. We're going to double them up. PJ Evans, Magnum Tate, Cole Cabrey, Blake Neer, Cody Kelly, Aaron Plemons, your top 6 runners. And we are 45 laps into this one. Restart lap 46. Green flag is back out. The BSRM restart zone for PJ Evans. Magnum Tate is under fire. Here comes Cole Cabrey. Now they're 3 wide with Cody Kelly and the 11 of Blake Neer. Cody going to back out of it. Blake going to try to take this 3rd spot away from Magnum Tate. Magnum under fire right away on this restart.
Another 3 wide situation. Blaze Brinkley on the bottom. Caleb Hall's in the middle. Cottle again on the outside. Unfortunately for Cottle, it's the 2nd time he's been 3 wide on the far outside. He'll shake that one out. Now Brinkley and Hall, they're going to battle. That's a battle for the 11th spot.
Trevor Edwards in the 32 as well, getting around Jackson Lewis. Here comes Josh Parrish to the inside of Jackson Lewis. Parrish on the move right now. And this is his first main event of the season Josh Parrish has made. He's had some bad luck in the B mains, finally qualifies his way in, and look at the run he's having. He's in the top 10 now.
Josh is that quality of a driver in that 55 car. He is that good. Just hasn't been able to get into one of these A mains. Now able to do it tonight. Blaze Brinkley also battling right behind him. Jackson Lewis caught on the outside of the 7 car. He's headed backwards. Here comes Alec McCollum in the 1. And Caden Fisher's rallying. He's up to 13th right now in the 18 car.
Well, your top 2 cars have broken away once again, but this time it's PJ Evans and Cole Cabrey, and Cabrey is really putting the pressure on PJ Evans. Looks like Cole has decided it is time for him to go, and he is trying to get to the front of this field.
Cole was waiting for a
Caution.
while.
Josh Kosick around again. The 3rd time Josh Kosick has been turned around. And he got together with Dylan Bates.
Take a look and see what happened here between these drivers. Kosick to the inside of Bates down in turn number 3. They door each other, and yeah.
I think, so there was some bad blood after last week between Dylan Bates and Josh Kosick, and I think Kosick just got what we call some payback there.
I have a short memory, Jeff. That was 2 weeks ago.
yeah, 2 weeks ago. We had the week off last week, but it looked like Dylan Bates might have been out to get the 2 car.
Well, you know what happens. The TP3 designs, the penalty system will take
TP3D
care.
penalty box.
TP3D, yeah, that's right. The penalty box, they will take care of situations like this. Check this one more time as we head down into turn number 3. I'm pretty sure we can see what happens. Unfortunately for Josh Kosick, that's going to be a bit of damage on the left rear of that 2 machine. You can see it right there.
So Michael in the chat still cheering for Peyton Howell. Jeff By cheering for Blake Neers up to the 3rd spot. Looks like Kelsey Rogers going to get a lucky dog here, get one of his laps back. Michaela in here cheering for Baby Shark. And she did say Baby Shark. She did not say Peyton.
Yeah, we're not allowed to call him Peyton Howell anymore. It's just Baby Shark.
So Dylan Bates going to go to the rear of the field on that incident. And that is 2 on Dylan Bates. And so he, at the very least, will have an EOL for next week.
Keep it clean, Dylan.
Yeah, unfortunately, already off to a bad start here tonight. So pace car lights are going to go out this time. We're going to double them back up. PJ Evans, Cole Cabrey, Blake Neer, Cody Kelly, Magnum Tate fell all the way back to the 5th spot after restarting 2nd. Aaron Plemons up into the 6th position. Peyton Howell 7th. Trevor Edwards 8th. And we're going to hit that BSRM restart zone once again. Pace car going to dip off into the infield. And here we go. Green flag racing for PJ Evans. Trouble for Peyton Howell did not get going on that restart. It's going to allow Aaron Plemons to get right down in front of him. That was a break for Aaron Plemons. Gets from the top to the bottom.
And they're stacking up behind Peyton Howell as Josh Parrish. And here comes Alex McCollum to the inside. That was aggressive as he's going to stay on the apron, but this isn't going to work. They are going to be 3 wide. Jackson Lewis on the high side. Parrish. I cannot believe they're doing this.
Alex is just running the apron all the way around the racetrack right now. They are 3 wide for at least 1 lap.
I'm covering my eyes. I can't believe they're doing it behind him too. What are these guys thinking?
Caleb Hall jumped up the middle and said, you know what? That looks like it's working. I'm going to go for it as well. So now Caden Fisher, they will all clear. Here comes Jinx in the 13 trying to come back around Jackson Lewis. Lewis is just the odd man out right now, just fading through the field.
Here comes Caden Fisher to the inside of the 18 car. He is on the move after being around early in this race. You can see the damage on the 18 car because of that earlier incident. But he is flying right now. He's up to 11th.
Well, your top 2 cars are breaking away once again. It's PJ Evans and Cole Cavery. They jump right back out in front of Cody Kelly, who runs 3rd. Blake Neer runs 4th. Magnum Tate 5th. Aaron Plemons 6th. Trevor Edwards in the 7th spot. Blaze Brinkley up into the 8th position. Now we got a caution further back in the field. I think it was Corey Bigley in the 28 machine that went around.
He got, I saw that happen. Jackson Lewis. Oh, and Corey just might get into he might slide up and just get
Cossack and Bigley that got together. It is kind of a weird incident. Josh is down the racetrack a little bit, but Corey's up the racetrack as well. They just kind of met in the middle.
I think Corey just has to get a little bit lower there. I just feel like he's up a little bit high. That's more of a meet in the middle there. That's tough.
Yeah, they just kind of, that's kind of a racing deal. 1 down, 1 up the racetrack. It looked like Corey just kind of missed the entry a bit, but you can tell he's turning the car in because the second they make contact, that thing just thing just spins instantly. So Corey had that thing turned left. It just missed the bottom.
So weird. Just getting close to halfway here, Jeff.
Yeah, that was the slightest of touches too. That was kind of a weird situation. I think the 28 was really tight on entry. That's what kind of brought that one.
Actually, I think we just passed halfway. So, you know what I'd like to see is some racing. When the racing happens, it actually looks pretty good, but we've had a lot of incidents in this one at Langley.
Yeah, we were already on the 6th caution here as we just getting to halfway. This one's been a little brutal, and after last week, the penalties they ran pretty deep last week, or 2 weeks ago after Hickory, and some guys maybe going to get themselves in some more trouble here this week. Will Dravicki in the house, and he's ragging on Dylan Bates a bit. Old friends and old teammates piling on Dylan tonight.
Dirty Dylan Bates. That's good stuff.
Dylan Bates on pit road along with Eric Tracy. Tracy been in the back of the field in some of the mix-ups tonight, so he's going to come down and repair some damage. I think Dylan might be done. He is 3 laps down, sitting on pit road. Kelsey Rogers, 2 laps down. We got 24 cars on the lead lap, 25 still running around on the racetrack. As we are going to get set to go back to green flag racing, PJ Evans, Cole Cavery, Cody Kelly, Blake Neer, Magnum Tate, your top 5. Base car heads off the racetrack. PJ Evans, Cole Cavery, Cody Kelly, Blake Neer. Green flag is out in the BSRM restart zone. And Cavery got a heck of a restart. He was right door to door with PJ Evans, and he's going to try something here on the outside. Can he get around PJ?
Battle for the lead. I don't think you can do it on the high side, but Cabry's going to try it, but that's going to open the door. Here comes Cody Kelly. You don't want to see that if you're... Oh, but Cabry's going to do a cross. Look at this move, Jeff. This is impressive. He goes to the bottom, but can't make it stick off a 2.
And he had to cut right across the nose of Cody Kelly. Kelly kind of cut him a break to let Cabry go for the lead, but not able to do it. PJ defends that one. And PJ Evans still out front. He's led every lap so far, 70 laps out front. Still leads the way as Cole Cabry, Cody Kelly, Magnum Tate up into the 4th spot. Aaron Clemens up to 5th as Blake Neer is falling back to 6th.
We got battling throughout the field. Here comes Josh Parrish to the inside of Blaze Brinkley. Brinkley caught on the outside of the number 11 car. He's going to lose 10th spot, move Josh Parrish into the top 10. Here comes Alex McCollum in the 1. McCollum, after his connection issue, has tried to fight through the field, and it's taken him this long to get up to 12th.
Yeah, and Caden Fisher is up to 9th. Caden has been flying through the field as well after his incident. We got a battle for the lead. Cole Cabry to the inside of PJ Evans into turn 1.
Found his way to the inside. Here comes Cole Cabry. He's going to try to tow Cody Kelly as well. Here's Magnum Tate fighting back into the top 5 again.
So Evans got up the racetrack, the 54, able to get to the inside. Evans now going to try to hold up Cody Kelly, not going to be able to do it. He's looking for a place in line, but Magnum Tate's going to fill that gap. Can PJ get there? He's going to try to squeeze down. He does get to the bottom of the racetrack.
That was tough. That was tough. Magnum Tate almost got into the back of the 12, cut PJ Evans a break in the 12 car. Magnum Tate going to let him get into 3rd place. Now we have a new leader, Cole Cabry, leading this event. Man, oh man, you do not want to see that 75 car in your rearview mirror. He's won every race so far this season. Here comes Cody Kelly.
Cody Kelly runs 2nd, your points leader. Cole Cabry out front. PJ Evans 3rd, Magnum Tate, Aaron Clemens in their top 5. Blake Neer runs 6th with Trevor Edwards all over the back bumper of the 11 machine. Peyton Howell up into the 8th spot. Caden Fisher 9th. Josh Parrish 10th, and Alex McCollum starting to knock here on the back bumper of the 55. That's he's in the 11th position. Jackson Lewis back on the move as well after falling back on one of those previous restarts. He's up to 14th, or actually make that 13th now as he got around Blaze Brinkley that time. Alex McCollum into the top 10. Is Josh Parrish going to let the 1 machine go?
Kyle Meyer just made a move on Zach Owen and moved Kyle Meyer up to 15th.
Bill, I'm starting to see some cars get real sideways now. Off turn 4, you're starting to really see the back end start to step out. These guys are pushing. There is no tire saving going on right now.
Yeah, we are just under 50 laps to go. We've seen it every week, Jeff. As soon as we get close to 50 laps remaining, these guys are on it. You can see Cole Cabry starting to lead the field, and nobody's really fallen away, Jeff. There's no breakaways, so everybody giving it everything they possibly can at the moment, but PJ Evans just a little bit less speed than everyone else as he's struggling a little bit in 3rd.
Peyton Howell underneath the 32 of Trevor Edwards. They're going to get together a little bit. And now the 32 under fire. Here comes Caden Fisher. And they're going to get together as well. The 18 into the door of the 32. That's going to allow Trevor to hold on to the spot.
They save him. Caden Fisher slips back just a little bit. That puts him into the clutches of Alex McCollum. Alex McCollum in the 1 almost gives Caden Fisher a bump through 1 and 2. Doesn't do so. McCollum cut him a break through 3 and 4 last lap as there was incident between those 2 drivers. Now Caden Fisher going to try to rally once again. Here comes McCollum looking for the spot to the inside into turn number 1.
Alex McCollum fresh off a win in Nashville in the Legends. He's the Spring Series champion for the iNext Legend cars. Had a fantastic week in Nashville, and he's doing it right here on iRacing. Won the Strength of Field earlier tonight, the big Strength of Field race. Peyton Howell getting passed by Trevor Edwards, but Alex McCollum now up into the 8th spot.
Things happening fast and furious here at Langley. Now Caden Fisher caught on the outside in the 18 car, got passed by McCollum. There went Josh Parrish. Here comes Josh Kosick. Kosick rallying. He's been around a lot tonight. He's had, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 incidents in the number 2. He's moving forward. Move him up to 11th.
Yeah, I think I've called Josh Kosick spun around about 4 times tonight, but he is fighting back through the field. He brings along Jackson Lewis. Now Caden Fisher, who was into the top 10. He was running 9th, and now he's fallen all the way back to 13th. With Cole Cabry out front and Cody Kelly starting to reel him in. That 75 machine has been lap for lap with Cole Cabry as they start to gap PJ Evans. Evans going to start feeling some pressure from Magnum Tate and Aaron Clemens now behind him. You can see Tate trying to get to the apron. He's trying to do whatever he can to rotate that car and get underneath the number 12.
You can see them, and now here comes Aaron Plemons to the inside. Tate couldn't find any grip through turns 1 and 2. Maybe drove the car just a little bit hard. Plemons goes right by down the back straightaway. Now Magnum Tate isn't going to fight Blake Neer either because he doesn't want to cause that to be an issue. He'll slow them down, so Trevor Edwards would find his way into that battle. So Tate slips back to 6th, Blake Neer up to 5th.
Yeah, I think Tate, he was trying some different things, and he tried something, and it made the car super tight on exit, and that just opened the door, and he lost 2 spots, and that's the tough part. You're trying to do anything you can to get around the guy in front of you. One mistake, and it can open up the door. You go to the back.
Looks like a big cloud has come over the speedway at the moment. It looks dark out there.
Alex McCollum has caught Trevor Edwards. Edwards going to move out of the way. Just let the one machine go. He's going to get back down in front of Peyton Howe. So Alex McCollum up into the 7th position.
Hey, Jeff, I think the price of poker went up.
Oh, yeah, it has gone up, and they are absolutely dueling right now, and we're getting some green flag racing. This is fantastic. Your leaders, 1 second ahead of 3rd place, who's now Aaron Plemons, who's gotten around the 12 of PJ Evans. It looks like Evans' car really starting to slide around. He is very, very loose. Remember, he led about 70-something laps, but being out front, you're the rabbit, and you burn up the tires a little bit, and PJ Evans, that thing's might have gotten a little loose on him.
He's still doing a fantastic job. We've seen PJ do that a couple times this season, and he did the same thing in North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, led a ton of laps in North Wilkesboro. He's been fantastic. Rookie to the series, newcomer, but he went straight into the Monday Night Series because he's got a pretty high I rating. He's somewhere in like the 6,000 to 7,000. We sent him right to Monday nights, and he has shown out in the Monday Night Series. But he's got Blake Neer coming. This is a icebreaker champion, the number 11 here at ITZR, and Blake
Issue on the back straightaway. Brinkley's around. There was some battling happening through the middle of the field there. Brinkley had an issue with the car. We'll have to see who it was.
I think he got together with Caleb Hall. Remember, Caleb started deep in the field tonight. He was running, this is a battle for 14th position.
Ooh, and there it is. The 9.
It was slightest of touches, but definitely contact off the front bumper of the 9 machine.
You can see it already right there as we watch that replay. Contact had already happened. You can see Brinkley trying to save the car and then just loses too much speed too quickly. Caleb not able to get off of the number 11. He goes around. That's unfortunate for both of those drivers. Both guys having a good race.
Yeah, well, we heard, I heard from people that the setup, this fixed setup built by Dylan Bates was it was loose. It was, and they like the loose setups, right? But that is a situation right there where the 11 car, he is so loose at this point in the race that little tap from Caleb Hall, there was nothing he could do to hold on to it. These cars are on edge right now. These guys are pushing for everything they got. And just the slightest of bumps there takes the 11 around.
So you got your line up, your running order on the left side of the screen. Find your favorite driver on there. See what position they are in. Okay, we're going to be your leader. Cody Kelly running second. Aaron Plemons. Aaron Plemons having a good night tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. Didn't make it out of the B main last week, and look at this. He's top 3 right now in the A main this week. So, I mean, that's just goes to show how stacked the field is. Dustin Marquette, second in points, didn't make the race tonight. I mean, you've got 30 guys in this field that can win on any given night. It is unbelievable.
I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, Jeff, but it feels like there's been a cloud over the sun for a long time.
Yeah, the weather has changed. But you know what? It's going to grip the track up. So if these guys are getting loose, this might tighten the car up a little bit for them.
I just feel like it's going to rain or something here. This is just interesting looking.
Well, we are going to go back to green with 26 laps to go as Cole Cabrey back on the loud pedal in the BSRM restart zone. Cody Kelly going to slot right down in a second in front of Aaron Plemons. Now PJ Evans on the outside. Can PJ fight back, or And they got a battle going on behind him with Blake Neer and Magnum Tate as well. So this is going to shake out here.
PJ Evans, you can see he was trying to find his way to the bottom. Here comes Blake Neer to the inside of the 11 car. Door banging through turns 1 and 2. And we go yellow already.
I see Cossack around for, I think, the 5th time tonight he's been spun around. Peter Fisher around. I think Hugo Paquette was involved. And Cossack at one point was back up in the top 10 and, again, having a rough night.
Yeah, I wonder where this began. Cossack, I think, was in the outside wall, Jeff. Oh, I think there was... I found it. There was
the
some
battle
contact.
for 12.
Contact between Cossack and Caden Fisher. We've said that more than once tonight, I think. Looks like Cossack just gets down and doors the 18. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and then he gets up into the wall. He gets turned around. That was Cottle that ends up finishing off the 2. Is Cossack was in the wall off the paste on the front straightaway. Hugo Paquette gets a big piece of that one. And then Peter Fisher, nowhere to go. He's trying to go to the grass just to avoid the whole thing, and they're going down with him.
And Caden Fisher was down on the apron. And Cottle gets into the back of Cossack to help him go around after Cossack got into the wall after the contact with Caden Fisher. And, man, he gets clobbered by Hugo Paquette. Somehow Peter Fisher ended up in that one. I think he ends up sliding down to the infield. He does. He was right behind that whole thing. Oh, and he just locks the brakes down and goes into the grass. Really doesn't hit a whole lot. Good job, Peter. Doing some lawn maintenance there in the 71 machine.
Yeah, Peter Fisher. Again, he was trying to get to the infield to avoid it, and everybody ended up going low, so he luckily didn't get a lot of damage, but definitely ended up in the grass there. So Josh Cossack on pit road. I think he might be calling it a night because that car has suffered a lot of damage. And it looks like he's lost a lap now, a couple laps here on pit road. Hugo Paquette also out of this race. He's going to finish 25th or so, maybe 25th tonight. Kelsey Rogers was 3 laps down early in this race, Bill. He is back on the lead lap in 23rd spot.
That gives him an opportunity to make up some spots there in the 34 car. Good job by Kelsey. That's the way to stick it out, man. That's what you do. You go down 3 laps, no matter. I'm just going to stay out here, ride around, see what happens.
Well, Bill, it is go time now. Cole Cabry, Cody Kelly on the front row for this restart. Aaron Plemons, PJ Evans behind them in the second row. Blake Neer, Magnum Tate. The cream is starting to rise to the top up here in the front of the field as we are getting down to crunch time. We're going to go green with about 19 laps to go.
Pull your belts tight at this point. Pace car is off. Cole Cabry going to get a decent jump, but so does Cody Kelly. Cody Kelly's going to be the outside of the 54 car. I don't know if he wants to stay out there for very long, see what he can do. Cody Kelly's going to get a run down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he got a fantastic run. Looked like he had a chance to pull down, but he didn't do it. Now Aaron Plemons could be there down the front straightaway. Is Plemons there? He's going to keep the 75 to the outside.
Cody Kelly, nice run through turns 1 and 2. Can he get the run now? Now he'll slot his way in. He's got to be careful. Here comes Plemons, shoots the car to the inside into turn 3.
Plemons went for it, drove it down into turn 3, keeps the 75 to the outside. Now he's looking for second. Here comes Blake Neer as well. PJ Evans is sliding back on the outside, move Alex McCollum up to 5th. Here comes Trevor Edwards. He's looking for the 6th spot as PJ Evans stuck on the outside with Magnum Tate.
Trevor Edwards, he'll be to the inside. Move him up to 6th. PJ Evans back to 7th. Magnum Tate found his way in line. Now we'll watch Cody Kelly as he makes contact with Blake Neer through turns 1 and 2. Cody Kelly stuck on the outside, not where he wants to be at this late point in the race. 15 laps remaining. Blake Neer to 4th. Make that 3rd.
3rd for Blake Neer. Cole Cabry is gone, but Aaron Plemons trying to chase him down. Blake Neer runs 3rd. Here comes Alex McCollum for 4th. Trevor Edwards now trying to go around Cody Kelly. Cody not looking like he's going to get 4 in a row tonight.
Cody Kelly stuck on the outside. Here's Jackson Lewis in the 7. He's going to make the move as well. Here comes Magnum Tate in the 5. Cody Kelly spent a lot of time trying to take the lead on the outside. He took his shot. It didn't work out, and he got stuck out there as Aaron Plemons was able to keep him on the outside. Now he's stuck on the outside and just fading backwards as he will finally find his way in the line. That's an 8th.
Well, Jackson Lewis was deep in the field just about 20 laps ago. He is up to 6 now. Jackson Lewis is absolutely tearing through the field up to the 6th spot. He's got Trevor Edwards in front of him now.
PJ Evans still sliding back through the field as he's finally found his way in the line. That's Caden Fisher in the 11. All right, then the 18 moves up to 11th. Blaze Brinkley starting to move his way. Actually, he's making contact with Caleb Hall. Now, Blaze Brinkley having issues into turn number 3. Because Brinkley might have a broken race car right now, Jeff, as he's having big issues in that number 11 car running 18th.
Yeah, Brinkley in trouble. Out front, Cole Cabry's going to see 10 to go this time, but Aaron Plemons is trying to get there. Plemons giving it everything he's got to catch the 54 machine. That time by Cabry was quicker, though.
Boy, he is flying right now, and you can see he's driving that thing sideways. The 54 car is sideways all the way around this racetrack. We talk about the tires and how they have issues, but this late in the race, nobody cares. Just go for it. Less than 10 laps remaining. Cole Cabry slinging this 54 around the racetrack.
Yeah, and Cabry extending that lead, and that's going to allow the 67 to start feeling the pressure from Blake Neer. Blake Neer is there. It looks like the 67 started a push there off turn 4. Here comes Blake Neer and Alex McCollum. Now the 67 is going to go around. Plemons spins off the front bumper of the 11 machine. Caution going to come out here on lap 118. Your second place car goes around.
I think we saw that one.
Yeah, we were watching it live. That was the battle on the racetrack right there for second place. And Blake Neer, he just got in the back of Aaron Plemons. And again, we talked about it. It's not going to take much right now. These cars are so loose. And the 67, just one little tap and it goes around.
I mean, just gets in there a little hard. No real pressure from Alex McCollum behind, and Blake Neer just a little too much in the 11 car.
Well, Bill, you know how drivers like to kind of rally for themselves, right? Blake Neer, he was saying on the radio, I was getting pushed from behind, and yeah, I'm not seeing it.
We're gonna watch Blake Neer's lap down the back straightaway. Here we go. Blake Neer down into turn. It's 3 and 4. You can see Plemons sideways. Yep.
Well, Blake Neer gonna get the penalty, and he has called it quits. He decided he's not going to the rear of the field. He's just done. So Blake Neer has called it a night. Move Alex McCollum up to the second spot.
Well, you know that rallying thing we were talking about?
Yeah. So
Blake Neer's chosen not to.
Yeah, Cole Cabry, Alex McCollum, Trevor Edwards now up to third. Trevor Edwards started 17th tonight. He is up to third. Jackson Lewis runs 4th. Cody Kelly back into the 5th spot. Magnum Tate 6th. Josh Parrish 7th. Josh Cottle 8th. Caden Fisher 9th. PJ Evans, your pole sitter, back in 10th now. Peyton Howell is 11th. Kyle Meyer 12th. Caleb Hall 13th. Zach Onan 14th. Corey Bigley 15th. Blaze Brinkley, Peter Fisher, Del Mears, Kelsey Rogers, Eric Tracy, Rick Rube, and Aaron Plemons, who was running second, going to restart at the rear of the field. Well, Bill, here we go. It's going to be a natural green-white checkered finish, not one of the 1 of 3 that will allow them to have. Cole Cabry, Alex McCollum on your front row, Trevor Edwards, Jackson Lewis in the second row, Cody Kelly, Magnum Tate in the third row. It is go time as they are headed for the BSRM restart zone. Cole Cabry, your leader.
I'm nervous, Jeff. Are you?
Oh, the price of poker, as you like to say, has gone through the roof. Cole Cabry's on the lob pedal, and he got a fantastic jump on Alex McCollum. 3 wide for the third spot.
Oh, my goodness. Here comes Cody Kelly in the 75. He's on the apron. Trevor Edwards in the middle. Jackson Lewis to the high side. Cody Kelly could not hang on the very bottom there. As now Trevor Edwards and Jackson Lewis are going to be side by side for third. Cole Cabry's got the lead at the white flag.
White flag is out for Cole Cavery. Alex McCollum in tow, but can he get there? He's got plenty of space behind him. Back to Trevor Edwards, who runs third. Cody Kelly, Jackson Lewis battling hard for fourth. Off turn 4, it's going to be all Cole Cavery. He's going to win the Canadian Legend Cards West 125.
You saw in the background Josh Cottle spun off of turn number 4. But Cole Cavery, your winner. In that Jeff by Jr. Art number 54, Jeff. Put it in victory lane.
There you go. The 54 going to pick up his first win of the season. He was 17th in points coming into tonight. This is what he needed to turn his season around. Cole Cavery picks up the win. Alex McCollum rallies from pit road started in the back, finished his second. Trevor Edwards, another guy who rallied, did not have a great qualifying effort, started 17th tonight, finished his third.
Cole Cavery going to burn it down on the front straightaway. Cody Kelly came home 4th, Jackson Lewis 5th, Magnum Tate 6th, Josh Parrish 7th, PJ Evans 8th, Peyton Howell 9th, Kyle Meyer 10th, Caden Fisher 11th, Zach Onan 12th, Aaron Plemons 13th, Kate Hall 14th, and Eric Tracy rounded out the top 15.
Kelsey Rogers going to come home 16th, Del Mears, Rick Rube, Corey Bigley, Peter Fisher round out your top 20. Josh Cottle gets turned around on the last lap, going to finish 21st. Blaze Brinkley 22nd. Blake Neer going to finish 23rd, followed by Josh Cossack, Hugo Paquette, Dylan Bates, Chad Miller, and Tyler Hudson, your 28 starters tonight. Well, shout out to the people cheering on in Facebook. Jeff By in the house said that was a great racing. Michaela said good job to Baby Shark in the 52 machine, and he did come home ninth tonight. Had a pretty good battle in the middle of the field. He was right in the top 10 all night long. Michael, again, congratulating Baby Shark on the top 10. Bill, are you ready for this interview? Because
this is the guy, man.
Cole. Yeah. Here we go. I'm afraid to get him in the booth, but here he is. Cole Cavery going to join us. Cole, your first win of the season. You've had a rough start to the year. Does it feel like you just got the monkey off your back right there?
Oh my God, I know it's just iRacing, but that's like the best thing I've had in a while.
So talk about it, Cole. What was the strategy? You kind of played, you were up there in about 3rd position for most of the night. You kind of laid back just a little bit, and then you pounced, and you took the lead, and you dominated. What was the thoughts coming into the race and where you were starting? What was the strategy tonight?
I don't know. I just learned from the past races, like saving crazy it's not the move. Like these cars everyone's so close. I mean, by qualifying times you can tell, but like, if you try to make a push once everyone else starts pushing, you're never going to go anywhere. So I wanted to pounce on it before, those guys thought I would, pretty early. I think I pushed with like 80 to go, so I knew they weren't going to expect that. And, I knew I needed to get up to the lead. I was pretty frustrated once I moved them coming out of 4 the first time, and we had a caution because I knew if I didn't get in that right there, it was going to screw me for the rest of the race. But I made an aggressive move and put it 3 wide and ended up working out.
Well, Cole, we saw throughout the race there, it looked like everybody was starting to get real loose. We were seeing cars sliding around on the racetrack. Was that your feel? Was your car starting to loosen up quite a bit there?
Towards the end, yeah, but really, I knew was going to be the main key. Just from practice laps, this track was going to burn off the right rear, and the only way you were going to be able to pass someone without the bumpers coming off. So, yeah, no, I saved a lot. I tried to keep the right rear on it for majority of the race, and then once it was time to hammer down, that thing could have ended up in the grandstand, so I don't care.
So let's talk about it, Cole. What does it mean to you to beat these guys in this field? I mean, it's unbelievably stacked. We were talking about the B mains earlier, how good those drivers were in the B mains. Now you go to the A main and you cover them. How does that feel? What is it like to win here in the Monday Night Series?
It's a lot of fun, dude, because like a lot of people don't get that feeling. I mean, like I said, I know it's iRacing, but like when you don't win for so long and coming off last season, such a good season, and same with Sarah, and then we switch cars up to limited, and yeah, I mean, I'm just awful. Like I'm running 12th, 13th, 14th, and to finally figure out the car and figure out what I need to do with tires, it definitely, I don't know. I feel like I may have got in my head the last 2 weeks, and that's why I'm so far back the last year. I mean, I didn't even make Wilkesboro. I didn't even transfer out the B main. So to be able to get this win, it's just super stoked. And thanks to SPM and all the boys over there, Alex, Trevor, for racing me clean right there. And yeah, just a good night overall.
Well, Cole, you said you figured out the car. Was it something how you were driving it? Was it just the tire management? What was it that changed things for you?
A lot. Just like you said about the tire management deal, like in the late model or in the super late model, you didn't have to save. Like, I mean, you kind of just had to make sure you didn't burn the right rear off, but like you did not have to save like you did in these. Like, you could almost push it all the way through the race and be fine. And that's why I loved it so much because I'm not a fan of saving tires. So it was definitely a huge learning curve of how to save tires. And I don't think I did that good of a job at it tonight. Even there's still a lot to be worked on. Go do homework because Alex was feel like if we would have got a run there, maybe Alex would have got to me. So yeah, still a lot of work to be done, but just happy to get away with the win tonight.
So Cole, you already did the thank yous. Let's talk about real life. What I know you have a race car that you
Yeah.
are running, and you've also got the YouTube channel. Let's push that as well, where you like to ride the dirt bikes there out on the practice track. Talk about some of the stuff you got going on in real life.
Yeah, we got the micro. It's sitting at the shop right now. We're kind of just waiting. That's a little more expensive to run than it is on these Monday nights. So we're kind of just waiting, buying time. I need to go do some testing in that. And then we also got the YouTube channel I have fun with. Just got the Suron powder coated. Can't say what color it is yet till the YouTube channel. Mo Caber subscribed. So yeah, I'm excited about iRacing and outside things, and yeah, just having a good time in life right now.
All right, cool. Before we let you go, is there anybody you wanted to shout out before we let you get out of here?
Oh, well, obviously, this wouldn't be possible without you. In the zone racing, that you guys, just a great race over and all. You know, like I said, SPM, Alex, Trevor, all the guys that were racing tonight and raced me clean. I really appreciate it.
All right, cool. Congratulations. I know you're pumped up about this one, so we're going to let you go celebrate with the SPM guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, now joining us, our second place finisher, and Alex. We saw you had a connection issue there right before the start of the race, and I thought to myself, like, oh man, Alex's nightmare of a season is continuing on. And man, did you rally from pit road up to second tonight?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what happened. I didn't lose internet or anything. It's just the iRacing glitched out and said wait in tech, and it wouldn't let me warm up or do anything. So I had a close task manager on iRacing and then just reloaded up. But thankfully, I didn't go lap down. I came out of pits a pretty good time. So honestly, I let all the guys do the wrecking, and I kind of just went by.
Talk about that though, Alex. You had to dodge a lot of stuff tonight. We saw some Rick Rube got into the backy at one point, or you got into the back of Rick Rube at one point in one of those wrecks. Didn't damage the car. Was there just? I mean, was it mayhem? I mean, it looked pretty violent out there.
Yeah, it was just everybody driving over their heads because they're trying to fight for that bottom because the top ain't there. The top is not there. So everybody's trying to go to that bottom, and everybody was kind of a little aggressive tonight. So, made it through the mayhem. So that's pretty good. I can't complain.
Well, Alex, you look like you had a ton of speed at the end. We saw a lot of people getting loose. Did you feel like your car was a little bit better than everybody else at the end? And if so, what did you do to make it better?
Uh, Honestly, I think everybody was just burning their stuff up, trying to get to the bottom, and I mean, I didn't push. Honestly, I didn't push at all this whole race. I kind of just let the car come to me, let everybody take care of the business, and I was just there. So um, sometimes you gotta play it smart and not be as aggressive. So I just let everybody else do the dirty work for me tonight.
Alex, let's talk about the week you've had in the Legends car in real life. Alex McCollum is the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway Spring Series champion. Is that what they call it, Alex?
Yes, sir.
So what was that? It was like 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a third, I think, in 5 races. Is that right?
Yeah, I think my worst finish throughout the week was fourth out of 6 races. I had 2 wins, a second, and 2 thirds.
Okay, so I'm one off, but man, pretty cool, right? You brought home a whole bunch of hardware. Talk about what you did this week. I mean, how tough was that to beat those guys in Nashville?
Yeah, I mean it's so hard. I mean that's the best of the best you're racing against there during that week. So definitely had to be on my A game. I had to work for all of my finishes there. had to put the work in, put dedication in, and was just focused all week. I mean, that class is so tough. It's racing the pro class is not easy because everyone's so good in that class, and if you're just off one day, you're gonna be running 10th, 15th. So, um, thankfully, I was on my A game. Everybody put in tons of work, so I can't thank everybody on the team that helped get me where I was during the week.
Well, Alex, before we let you get out of here, is there anybody you want to thank for your sim racing, your real racing? I know it's been a busy week, and you won the straight to field race earlier tonight. Is there anybody you need to shout out for all the help they've given you?
Yeah, I gotta thank everybody at the shop, Elite. We have a really good group going on, so really looking forward to the rest of the season over at Sarah here, officials. I mean, I can't ask for more. So, and gotta thank you guys, JDR Graphics, Rocket Eye Race Wraps, um, anybody that pretty much helps makes this possible. So I mean, it's always a blast to come run on Monday nights, even though it's a little frustrating some nights. But I mean, that's part of the deal. You're gonna have a good night, you're gonna have a bad night. You just gotta push through it all. So yeah.
All right, Alex. Well, congratulations. Great rally tonight. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a rough night for you, and you made it work out.
Thank you.
And now joining us, our third place finisher, Trevor Edwards. And Trevor, you also had to come from the back. Like Alex, you started 17th tonight and you found your way to the front. You were in the top 5 for much of it, but things were getting pretty wild there around the 5th spot where you were. And how did you hold on there with all of the chaos that was going on, 3 wides and stuff?
To be honest with you, I'm not real sure. I'm glad this car has the new damage model on it because it feels like you can lean on each other a little bit more like the street stock. This car, the old damage model, we probably all be wrecked into one still. So thankful for that. It was a good race. It was just whoever could start on the bottom, though. Honestly,
I don't think he answered the question, Jeff.
got really
I think
lucky.
his
Got
answer was
really lucky.
I don't know how I survived that.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
not
like,
for
when's
sure
he
we
gonna
were
say
wrecked.
how he did it? I want to know how you did it, Trevor. You did an awesome job, man.
I kind of just held the wheel straight and gassed up and hoped for the best off the corner exit. I mean, it was just, I don't know, it's wild. It's a green white checker. It was kind of a late move to get to the inside. Well, not a late move, an early move according to the restarts,
So
and put us 3. And I didn't really have time to react to it, honestly, because I had Jackson on the outside. I knew Jackson was going to race me tough. So I just kind of hoped he gave me a little bit of room. And I got into Jackson and then got into Cody, and it just kind of straightened out, and we drove off a 2 somehow.
So talk to us about how you feel about this late model stock, Trevor. You're a fast guy in the super lates. We knew that. But in the late model stock, it seems like you've gone to maybe a little higher level. We've already seen you win in the Super Series. Here you're picking up a third on Monday nights. Are you feeling pretty good about this car, or does it just feel like your strategy's working out pretty well?
Well, the super, it's like you have to run qualifying laps every lap, and like I'm not built for that, I guess. But this car, it seems like you have to save a little bit of chess match here and there. There's like official races, I'm really not that great in them, but it seems like the longer the race, the better I am. I don't know if it's just because I raced for a long time and just kind of used to being smart, not using your stuff up when you have to. Like Sara, like I love that league. I put a lot of effort into that league, and to be leading the points after 2 weeks is I wouldn't have thought that a couple weeks ago, honestly.
Well, Trevor, we know you got a lot going on. You're running the open setup and the fixed setup, and I gotta wonder, is it a big adjustment? Do you feel like the fixed setups are similar to what you guys are running in the open setups, or is it just a huge adjustment back and forth?
These things don't feel anything like a open setup, really, to be honest with you. And then like in the open setup, we save a little bit more, but the races are a little bit longer. But in Sorrow, like we know the races are going to go green. Here, you don't know. They could go green the whole race. You could have 10 cautions. You just don't know because fixed setups just keep you so close that when you do get an inch to pass, you have to take it. So it's one of those things. Like it's fun. I love this car. It's way better than the other one. I'd hope they put this tire or a version of this tire on the Super, and we could see some really good racing in the Super late.
So just to expand on that, so it seems like it's more of an adjustment of the driving style than it is the setup. It's you just have to race harder, take your opportunities when they come in the fixed setup racing. Then.
Yeah, like so official racing, it's all out, no saving. Don't save at all. In this, it seems like you want to save at points when you get in a good spot, but if you're in a bad spot and you're 10th or you qualify like me in the back, you kind of have to go forward a little bit because you don't know how the race is going to play out. So this is kind of like a chess match, and then the open setup, like I know my stuff's good, so I know I can save a little bit and try to go at the end. But like at South Boston last Thursday, I just kind of waited too long, got stuck behind somebody, and at the end I was 2 tenths faster than everyone except Suggs, but I just waited too long, and that was on me.
Actually, pretty interesting insight, Trevor. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that. That was pretty good. But before we let you go, you got cool sponsors all over the car. RaceCPI.com obviously sponsors the series here as well. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight, and who do you want to thank?
First off, I gotta thank everybody at the shop, man. It's one of the best groups I've ever had in my life.
And
Really
we hear
proud
the
to call
shop
them
all the
all my
time.
teammates.
Explain what the shop is. Everybody's like the shop, and we
So
hear that we're like, you mean the guys back at the shop? No, no, no. This is a race team.
yeah, so that's the name of our team. We kind of started this deal. It's probably been about a year and a half ago. It was just me and a couple buddies, and we always joked it was like us just hanging out in the shop, working together. When you get in a shop environment, just hanging out, having a good time, working on race cars together. It just felt like you were in the shop. So it kind of stuck, and now the team name is the shop. So we just leave it as that, and it just kind of works.
Well, Trevor, before we let you go, is there anybody else you wanted to thank? But before we kind of cut you off, I feel like, but
I
anybody else
just
you
wanted
need
to
to thank?
explain it. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
interrupting, but I
yeah.
want to explain the shop.
Yeah, we always joke when people are like, "Oh, gotta thank the guys back at the shop." Like, well, we don't help you, so I don't know why you're thanking us. But I have to thank EPI Elite Performance Industries. They've been super good to me, and since me and the entire shop came over here, and we feel like we've elevated their short track program a ton. I think Caudal Captures gets me the best pictures to make our cars look even better than they are. Gotta thank you guys for broadcasting. I appreciate you guys giving short track racing another avenue to be watched on iRacing, especially this great car since it came out. And got to thank Justin Brooks Designs painted this car, so I really appreciate him doing that.
All right, Trevor. We'll hopefully see you Thursday night. The Sarah Super Series will be broadcasting. I believe we're going to Hickory over there, the Toxic Media Solutions 150. So I know you're going to be busy getting that open setup ready for Thursday night.
Yep, going to test right now actually. So as soon as I get out of here, we'll get it ready and be tuned up for Thursday. I hope.
All right, Trevor. Congratulations. Great run tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, Bill, that is it for tonight's the Canadian Legend Cars West 125. Cole Carey going to come away with the victory, his first win of the season. Finally, somebody stopped Cody Kelly. He had been on a tear. He still comes home fourth after falling all the way back to like eighth in that last green flag run. He really had to fight his way back to the front of the field.
Yeah, that one was. I mean, it was a brutal race, right? We saw a lot of cautions there, and I'm just glad some of the cars kept their noses straight, and ended up up front. But I mean, Langley could be fun, but that wasn't as much fun as I hoped it would be. But yeah, it's Cody Kelly fourth. I mean, it's still a good night. Looks like he's probably going to come out of here with a points lead.
And we're not done yet. We still got tomorrow night the County Road Custom Late Model Challenger Series. Another 40, 50 drivers will be on hand tomorrow night
more,
trying to
or
yeah,
more.
trying to qualify for 28 spots in the field, and that is going to be interesting. We're going to see some names running tomorrow night that were also in the field tonight that they're going to be ones to watch. So I can't wait to see it. That's going to be a ton of fun tomorrow night. You're not going to want to miss it. 9 p.m. Eastern is about when we'll go live. And then Thursday night, again, Toxic Media Solutions, I believe it's 150 from Hickory. And we've seen Hickory put on some shows. We've seen it also be chaos. So
It's bumpy.
Yeah, it is a rough, bumpy racetrack, and you got to bring your A game to run there at Hickory. But we'll be live Thursday night. That one starts about 10 p.m. Eastern, I think is what we
10
generally
p.m.
do.
Eastern Thursday nights. Yep, and we go many laps in the open setups.
Yeah.
Like Trevor Edwards said, it is very interesting. These guys work a ton of hours on these race cars, and he said that they stick really close together in the open setups too. I mean, they've been really close. So
Yeah.
it has been very similar, the two types of racing. I know it feels different for the drivers to drive because they feel like they've got their car underneath them versus this is a setup that's given to them. But really tight racing, and that's what we'll look forward to again Thursday night at Hickory.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see it tomorrow night. Again, the County Road Custom Late Model Challenger Series, another Canadian Legend Cars West 125 will be live about 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you to everybody that hung out with us all night long on Facebook. Make sure you're watching, subscribe to In the Zone Racing on Facebook, on our YouTube, on our Twitch, and we will see you all tomorrow night.